boxes that you can make at home, any shape, any size. Christmas, autumn, spring, fall, summer. The choice is yours, but you need the right dies to do that. And what we're doing today for a one-day special, Claina's thought of all the hard work. She's done all the hard work for you, so you really haven't got to do anything at all. The fun bit is the decorating. The fun bit is deciding what you're going to put inside. As I said, from boxes to 3D frames is what you're looking at on this as well. Look, from photo frames for full, using your papers, but as I said, you can do them any size. It all boils down to the size of the hexagons that you use. Everything in the kit that you are getting, as you see on the side. So that is your one-day special, but for the complete collection, I'm also going to throw in your hexagons as well, already in there. So you're going to get the hexagons, you're also going to get your tabs, you're going to get your snowflakes. There are so many things. Now, when I saw these, I didn't see snowflakes. I saw hands of a clock. The different or elaborate hands of a clock that you want to go for. They could be leaves, they could be petals that you want to use them for. You saw in that beautiful opening VT that we turned them into Christmas trees. There is so much that you can do on all of these. Now, the details are for the complete collection are on your screen. You're also going to get your hexagons. Now, we asked, and we all asked this question and said, well, can we just go for the one-day special? And Claina was like, you can do, but if you're going for the hexagons, you know it's all going to work together. If you don't want the nesting hexagons, and you get so many in there, 28 matte frames, corners and tags is what you're getting in your hexagons on their own. But if you don't want the hexagons, the details are at the bottom of the screen just for your one-day special at home. But if you go for this, the details down the side, 050168 is your item number. You know it's all going to work together, and you can make boxes of any size. Shadow boxes, beautiful cake boxes that you've got in there. You're getting your brads included as well, and once you've got your brads, you can then make snowflakes like these. But you can change and adapt all of these that you want to do. So maybe you're going to make that traditional poinsettia that you want to do, but it's not a poinsettia, it's a snowflake. Maybe it's not a snowflake, maybe it's the hands of time, it's the hands of a clock. But you are going to get the brads included in all of this, and so much more. So you take this and take everything that you've got here, and you are good to go, because you know it's all going to work. 2 flexible payments if you're a Freedom member of £40 and 48 pence today. It is a why not deal, so ignore that £5 saving, because there is more that you are saving on this. There is a lot more that's on top of the individual savings that you've also got on there as well. Look at all of this. There is so many things you can do, and the brains behind it all is with me in the studio. Yes, she's sitting just on the other side of this massive pie. It's our Claina. How are you, love?
I'm good, thank you.
I've not seen you for ages.
I know.
It's been a while.
You've been on the wrong shifts.
It is very true. They try and keep us apart. Try and keep us apart. This is a cracking little collection that you've bought us. For the sheer fact, there is so many possibilities you can do with this, isn't there?
Well, for instance, look at what I'm wearing. One of my design team members, Claire, she didn't see snowflakes either. She saw a tiara.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you've got tiaras, you've got headbands in there. So you can, if you keep your head perfectly still. There we go. Look at that. Oh, look at our own lazy Susan. Go on, Claina, you can come again. So, £40 and 48 pence across 2 interest free. So you haven't got to do, very good, you haven't got to do just your boxes. You can now make headdresses out of them, the snowflakes that we saw, the clocks, the hands of the clock that you've got there. Let's talk about bits individually, just because to look at them you think, well, I don't really know what they are. So the 2 bits on the far side, Claina, that we're seeing here, these are your tabs that we're looking at.
Yeah, so you may, if you saw my octagon collection that I brought in early in the year, you may be familiar with the kind of idea behind this collection. So there are some companies that will supply you with your lids and your bases for your 3D, your assembly kind of boxes and frames, and they'll be included within the sets, individual sets. But I thought, why don't we do away with that and utilise our nested dies, which lots of us have got. We've all got nested dies in our collections. And if not, then obviously that's supplied here today if you'd like to go for that option. Let's utilise that and have those become your lids and your bases. They're the backer on your shadow box frames, for instance. So let's use these rather than sell you those basic shapes over and over. That's the idea behind the collection. But then, where there's hexagons, there's always snowflakes, I think, because obviously being six-sided. So with the snowflake set that we've got here today, you only get 1 point of each snowflake. And what you'll find in that one collection, I mean, it doesn't look like it, but in this one set here, you've got 15 snowflakes. Yeah, it's on the screen. So in that set, that will give you 15 snowflakes from approximately 3 inches up to 5 inches each. Then you've got about 8 brad backers. You've got a brad cover there if you run out of white brads, because I did find that white brads are quite difficult to come by. So that's why I sourced those for you.
So there's so much scope in this set that you're looking at now. Busy for the snowflakes on their own. If you want the snowflakes on their own, the details are currently here at the bottom of the screen. £22.99, 955439 is your item number for the bottom of the screen. 24 dies is what you're getting in that set altogether, but there is so much scope in those snowflakes on their own.
Can I just say though, the only element in this collection that makes it festive or Christmas is the snowflake element. The rest of it is all year round. We use our nested dies all year round. You make gift boxes all year round and shadow box frames. So although I have done a lot of my samples, you know, Christmassy with the snowflakes, because it's that time of year, these are projects that you'll be able to use all year round. And actually, if you watch over the 5 hours, I've got non-festive makes as well. So I've got gift boxes aimed at and shadow box framed aimed at weddings, Mother's Day. So if you watch all the different hours, I've got projects for all of those as well.
Well, I'm going to throw another spanner in the works, just because I can. I personally, and it's a personal thing, Snowflake Edition, I think you sort of named it wrong, because they're not just snowflakes. I see flowers in here. I see, if you look at some of the samples, especially the ones on the lace scissors, we've got flower backs that are in there. They're going to work with the flowers that you've already got. As I've already said, and I keep banging on about it, I see hands of clocks that's in there. I see fleur-de-lis and florals that you've got in there as well. I see flowers, the stems, flowers on their own. You build these up. You've got to do these. And if you literally, you could use them on these if you wanted to. See, for that, I don't see a snowflake. I see a beautiful flower that's built up with so much detail that's on there. You can create these boxes using that you get that's on there. £80.96. But please do not think, because it says snowflake, that it's only for Christmas. I can only use it for Christmas. I can only use it for that. You really can't. You can use it all year round. Out of the hands as well, I see spider webs. I see cobwebs that you could use them for. You could really go quite ornate. I even see 10% of the stock already gone on this big bundle. I even see corners for pages. So, you know, to hold your photos in. If you're into your scrapbooking and things like that, you could hold your photos in with these as well and use the brads in a totally different way. So you've got those sliders on the corner of your pages to hold your photos in if you wanted to go down that route with it. The lattice work that you've got in some of the boxes that you can see here, once again, will stand alone on their own if you wanted them to do as well. As I said, there is so much you can do, from the deepest shadow box to the beautiful lids that you've got on there. So maybe you want that sort of box lid frame that you've got that you are going to pop a photo into. Maybe you want to turn it into that beautiful box. You can do that, but you need to start with the basis first. You need to start from the ground and work your way up. And yes, I'm not saying, oh, you need to get the hexagons, because you may have hexagons in your own. Now, if you do already have hexagons, they may work. You can go for the one-day special on its own. But I can't guarantee it's all going to work together.
I do specify on anything that coordinates with nested dies, I do specify the size. If you have a look on the back, it will say that this works with nested dies of this size, and I always put those on there.
So it's all there for you. But what Claina said before we came on air, and I love this statement, said anything I do from now on that involves a hexagon will work around these hexagon dies. Anything else that I bring to you in the future will work around the hexagon dies that I've already bought for you. So you haven't got to buy them again. And let's be fair, look how beautiful. The best value for money is going for that large collection, £89.95. If you're a Freedom member, £80.96. And I'll also throw in flexible payments on top of that as well. 050168 is your item number. Check out your baskets if I was you. For that beautiful box in the background, that beautiful tree that you've got away. I daren't touch anything, but I'm going to do it just to show you that they are all them flowers that you can see. They are absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. You can go for more brands. They are on the end of call. I've got other things on the show as well, but it's all right me talking about all these. You want to see it in action. You want to see how it all goes together, and we can do that as well. Right, and Claina, it's over to you. What are you going to show me first?
Right, first of all, I'm going to do a box. So the lids and the bases go together in the same way. So I've already completed the base, so I'll just be doing the lid this time. But if I can just show you the packets as they come. So we're going to be, or I'm going to be doing the big stacking box. There's two in this set. Obviously they stack nicely on top of each other, but use them independently. There's no rules. So you want to cut 6 of your sides, and then you've got these smaller dies for cutting out your pattern paper. Now, I don't know about you, but I tend to hoard my pattern papers. You know, the extra special ones that have got glitter on, or, you know, that I particularly like. Now, this allows you, because the larger box doesn't have an overlay panel in it, it allows you to showcase those lovely pattern papers that you keep. So anyway, on the back here, it says that the bases and lids are created with, and there's 4 different sizes of nested dies there. Now the larger ones is 8 and 7.5. Now I know that the 8 is the largest one, and then 7.5 is the next one in. So you want to cut your lid and your base twice, and then your side panels once. Okay, so I've got my side panels here, and I've started putting my pattern paper onto them. So your side panels look like this, but what I'd encourage you to do is fold along your score lines and then give them a burnish with your bone folder. It takes a few more seconds to do that, but I tell you what, it's worth it when they come together. Okay, and then, I'm not sure if the glitter is going to come across on camera, but this is where I have saved these lovely glittery papers for quite a few years. And this box allows you to really show them off, because I found if I put them on the front of a card, normally they end up getting covered over.
Very true, very true.
So,
is it the same method to build the lid as to build the box?
Yeah, the base, yeah. So each hour I'll be showing you how to put one together. So in this hour I'm going to show you how to put together the lid, because I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with this lid. And then in the next hour I'll show you how to put together a base.
Okay, nice.
But it's the same method. Okay, so I've got all my 6 pieces, so we'll join them up with the side tabs. Now, because we burnished them with a bone folder, they'll fold nicely and it'll go together, you know, perfectly.
On the complete collection, look at me lounging. Almost 20% of the stock now of this large collection has already gone. You're getting the hexagons, and you're also getting all your other accoutrements, as it were, that's all thrown in there, and you get your snowflakes included as well. Almost 20% of the overall stock now has already gone. Back to you, Claina.
Thank you. So I'm just putting my side panels together. Now this is some really heavy cardstock. It's, I think it was supposed to be 330, but it actually feels a lot heavier than that. So I'm not lining my box, but if you are using some lighter cardstock and you'd like to line your boxes, all you do is you cut your side panels again, and then you cut your tabs off. So that's all you do. You cut your tabs off and then you glue them to the insides. of your box, and that'll make it as sturdy as anything, especially if you've got, you know, pattern paper on the outside. It all depends, I think, on the weight of the gift that you're going to put in.
True.
So if you're giving someone something that's quite heavy, yeah, just
reinforce.
Sorry?
I'd like to reinforce them,
Yeah,
depending on the gift that you put on the inside.
Okay, so these should go together. It should be quite easy to put these together. It shouldn't be anything tricky at all. Just glue all the tabs.
Okay.
And if you use a good quality glue, a lot of them grab pretty quick. Now, there's one tip I will mention, actually, that I've been finding this way round, and it's been working an absolute treat. As you know, I said to cut your bases and your lids twice. What I would encourage you to do is glue your inside one in first. Now, the reason I always do it twice is because that way you're sandwiching your tabs and it looks nice and neat on the inside and outside and makes it a little bit stronger. So what I'm going to do, so what I'm saying is, rather than bend these over and glue this one on the outside, because what happens is, you see how the box can,
Yeah.
if I glue it to the inside, it can't do that. Now, I just like to put glue on one tab. Just, we're anchoring it, basically.
Is glue sufficient, or would you say red liner tape and glue to give it the wiggle room and then the sturdybility? If sturdybility is a word. I prefer glue, personally. I tried doing some with red liner tape last time, and I got in all kinds of mess. Oh, okay. They're laughing at me because I said sturdybility. And I just went with it. I just went with it and thought, I'm going to go with it, but I can't think of the word.
See if anyone notices.
No one would notice. They all noticed. Everyone noticed.
Okay, so now I'm going to bend my tabs out.
Could you put it in from the other way?
Yeah, you can.
As in, so glue your tabs, fold it over, then put the hexagon in from the top.
I just found this was an easier way.
Okay.
So then, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to do this now.
Okay, I can move around. Then I just rotate it. Put the glue on each tab. Because you know that when you're putting your samples together, you kind of make the mistakes along the way, or you pick up new ways to do things, and you think, God, that works. So,
Well, I suppose the amount of samples you make as well, at the end you want to try and speed it up because you want as many samples as you can for the show. So you think, oh, that worked. Maybe if I try that will work slightly quicker.
yeah, you discover these kind of little tips, and you think, oh, that's a good one. Because I want everyone to come out with a good result, you know, when they get them home, and this will make a difference.
I like these just like this. If you turn, well, I suppose you couldn't, but you could turn the paper the other way and just do hexagon, and then you could make them into like little sweet boxes.
Sorry, what do you mean?
So just use it as a half of a box and pop sweets inside.
Oh, like a little
Yeah, if you didn't have non-pattern paper, so obviously the pattern
like a
wouldn't be upside
bonbon
down.
dish,
Yeah,
yeah.
little bonbon, little quality streets, celebrations, heroes, M&S sweets, whatever you want to go for. The choice is yours.
Okay, so now we've got that's rigid and all held in place, so it's easier then to put your outside one on. Hope you can kind of tell that's easier, because
No, it does look really
otherwise
sturdy.
it's just like squidging around.
And I suppose if you want to go for extra rigidity, that's the right word I was looking for, rigidity. You could cut down your mount board and things like that and pop that inside.
Yeah, you'll be surprised at how sturdy these become, especially if you line them. I'm just pushing down from the inside to make sure that glue takes. Now, what I thought was I would jazz the top of this up a little bit. So I've cut more of my glittery pattern paper, and I'll put some glitter behind it. And then I had this idea, but I haven't practiced it, so I hope it works out. I can't see any reason why not. But I thought I'd like to turn the top of this box into a shaker.
I love when guests say they've never tried it before. When we first try, we try it on telly. I love that.
The thing is, when you're making your demo packs, you kind of go, "Ooh, I could do that." But you don't really get time to practice everything that you want to.
But I said these will work with all the flowers you bought us last time with the brads and things like that. It will work with other past collections, if my memory serves me correctly, that you've already bought us.
Yeah, yeah. You could definitely, actually, do you know what? That's a really good idea. You could put a ring of snowflakes, and then you could put you could put one of the poinsettias in and put the brad through and make layered Christmas elements like that. That's a really good idea.
Just saying. That's why I'm here.
Okay, so that is, I'll actually get the bottom out now. So that's the lid.
Look at that.
And that's how it would go together. But I
Little
thought
pan of chocolat in there. Oh.
Yeah, and it's
What's one of them Christmas cakes that you have at Christmas with the funny shapes? Panettone.
Yes, yes. So that would be, I mean, it's pretty sturdy. I've not lined it, but it still is quite sturdy one. But I thought, let's go a step further.
Oh, here we go.
And,
Shaker
yeah,
box.
I'm going to do a shaker. Let me see. I think tape will be better for this. Because acetate is porous, it can be a bit tricky when you try and glue it with wet glue because it's non-porous. Did I say that?
What? Say what?
It's non-porous.
Yeah, you can say that.
It's just got like a slick surface. So sometimes when you put glue on it, it can like squidge out the sides.
Oh.
That's a technical term.
But if you want to shake it, you don't want glue because all your shaking bits will stick to it.
Yeah, there's that as well. But this is the bit on top. So I found I tested once to see how long, like mirror card and acetate and that, how the glue took, and on average it took about 3 times the length of time to actually take hold on non-porous surfaces.
Was it a slow day in the craft office?
Yeah.
Just to see how long. I've got time to spare. Let's put some glue on some mirror card.
Well, yeah, so it's not something that I've really got time to do here. So.
Details on screen for the full collection. Over 20% of that full collection now has already gone. 2 flexible payments if you're a Freedom member of £40 and 48 pence. 050168 is your item number. I'll give you a full rundown so after this demo. I'll tell you what you're getting and stuff. Then we've also got more things to show you as well. Any questions, email in. studio@thecraftstore.com is what you're looking at. Any questions, Glenn? She's here for the next 5 hours, not continuous. We do give her a break in between. But over the next 2 days, she's here for the next 5 hours. So any questions you think of, Drew, drop us a line, studio@thecraftstore. She's the inventor. She should, I use the word should, know the answers. If she don't, she'll make them up.
No, I'm always happy to answer anything.
Obviously, craft related.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we do get emails, how do you mend a Ford Cortina from 1962? You laugh, Claina, but it's true.
Okay, so I'm just putting some foam tape on now.
It has got legs, that show, How to Mend a Ford Cortina from 1962. I think men's TV, I think we're laughing there. Someone jot that down, jot it down, we'll have that. Dave would be happy to have it. Other channels are available, Gold and W.
Okay, so I'm going to put my shaker elements on my lid, but first I thought, let's put a snowflake in there.
Oh, let's.
So I've cut out a couple of snowflakes. The only thing that's going to determine how many layers I do is how deep it gets, because obviously, you know, I've got the depth of the little shaker window. So all you do is snowflake design that you like the look of, like I say, there's 15 in there. And invariably what you'll find is there are some that are kind of like spiny, there are some that are swirly, there's all different shapes in there, but you will find that there's roughly a larger and a smaller of each kind of design. None of them are the same. But like there's a large swirly one and there's a smaller swirly one. So this is the smaller swirly one. And I'm thinking, let's try the other one. Let's try the other one as well.
Let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen?
I would normally put the smaller one at the front. And also, I think it looks nice if you kind of mix and match like your fuller snowflakes with your kind of slimmer ones, like your spiny ones.
Okay.
I think it looks cool. Like here, I've got the little ones with the dots on the end. Of course, you could pop some little gems on each of those little dots. That would look really cool. I think some of the samples are like that.
Yeah, they are. You've got some of the sort of the smaller ones and the larger ones on the samples. I'll show you some more of those shortly. Do not fear.
Okay, well, let's do that up. So I've put 2 designs of the snowflake together. So all you do, it's like the Bloomin' the floral and foliage ones that I brought to you in the past. So if you've used those, you'll be familiar with how it works. You just dial in your design and then tighten up your brad.
I love this idea.
Right, I'm just going to push down the desk to make it as slim as I can. And then I'll get a glue dot. Glue dot, I think, is all I need to pop that onto the top of my card. It's not a card, it's a box.
It could be a very elaborate card. I suppose if you make bigger cards, this would be perfect to make little card boxes. If you've got with the big with the little embellishments on the front, and I know I've got roses coming up in the next hour, the flowers. So if you want to do a big in-depth card, you could make a box like this to pop it in.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to put my shaker pieces in. So I want these to shake around my snowflake. So I'm just going to put them close to the snowflake because obviously I don't want them to get under the, I think that will do. I don't want them to get under the 3D tape. So I'll just take the backer off this and then we'll find out if the idea worked.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Could you, being the crafter that you are, and this is more for my own knowledge rather than anybody else's, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. If I didn't have any thicker tape, could I double up on my foam tape around the edge to make it twice as thick, or would my bits stick in the tape?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. There's a couple of different things you can do actually. You can rub around the inside with an anti-static bag. Okay. Or, you see the frame that I cut here with the hexagon, you can cut that over and over and build up your sides with that.
Yes.
So there's different options that you've got. Okay. Now I think my brad is just touching, but then I think that's fine. Let's see. There we are. So we've got an extra special box.
Look at that, a beautiful shaker. I love a shaker card on telly. Look at that.
We've got an extra special shaker box. So if you were to give someone a gift in that, I think they'd keep that box and use it for storage, maybe keep some special things in there. And I think that wouldn't get thrown away, would it?
It really wouldn't. It'd be a box that you'd use time and time again, and it's something that you can make. You saw how quick the lid went together. We made the lid from start to finish, where obviously the box works in exactly the same way. You just do everything opposite. And remember, you're also getting the shadow box included in the set. We've only talked about one element on this so far. Almost a quarter of the stock has already gone, is what you're looking at on this. So you're getting the box, but remember, you can make boxes like this, and you're also going to be able to create the beautiful frames, should you wanted to as well. So we want to do the photo frames that's in there. But it's absolutely Beautiful. I love them all, but look at the styles that you are getting. It's absolutely stunning, all of them. So you got your boxes, you're getting your shadow boxes included as well. Let me give you some of the details that are on the screen. So far, that's the full collection that you are looking at. 050168 is your item number. You're getting the hexagons, and you're getting a lot of hexagons in there, 28 hexagons, and you're also getting your corner tabs and tag creators as well, which I absolutely adore. Then you're also getting your Snowflakes Edition. These are your blooming awesome Snowflakes Edition, 24 metal crafted dies in this one. But from that one, remember, don't just see snowflakes. I see so much more than snowflakes that's on there. There's wreaths that made at the back that we've got. As you look around set, there's so many things using these dies. And from there, you're also getting your mats and layers to make your boxes, to make your boxes, and also your mats and layers as well. £80 and 96 pence if you're a Freedom member, and I'll also put it on Flexible Friends as well. £40 and 48 pence across 2 interest-free flexible payments. But if you're thinking, Adam, I've already got hexagons, I've already got the hexagons, we have an option for you as well. Now, obviously, Claina says that obviously everything will work with her hexagons because that's what it was designed around. But if you just want the one-day special on its own, these elements just here, and you've already got your own hexagons, you can do. That £9 saving, though, will carry across to the complete collection that you were looking at. 953974 is your item number for your one-day special. But I am going to refer you back to that bigger bundle for the sheer fact that if you want to go to that bigger bundle, Claina has said everything is designed around those hexagons that you are looking at. Something else that's slightly different, though, that will also work on the top of your boxes that you've got there are these next sets of dies. These are amazing. Now, I'll let you into a secret. We are missing a few bits from the counter. You're also going to get a pot of gems with each one of these as well. The first ones that we're looking at is your wreath with a pot of your green flat-backed gems. Now, can you explain how this actually works? So we can see the sort of sample that you see here. How does it work, though? Is it just a template? Is it a die that we cut out and then place on top? What are we doing?
Right, so these are called top gems because they can be toppers that have got the gem element in, or they can be used as toppers, and you can just stamp or put any focal image you'd like inside. So if you use the gem element, what happens is you get holes basically punched into your topper. What you want to do is you want to put some double-sided adhesive behind. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's not double-sided adhesive, it could just be adhesive, so you could even put layers of sellotape if you wanted to. And then you get the pot of gems with each one, and then you place the gems into the right size holes, and it forms a shape and a design, which is anything from a wreath to a snowflake. In the wreath one, actually, you've got a sentiment and you've got a little bow as well.
I absolutely adore it. You're getting that beautiful gems that you got there as well. You're also getting the die to make the bow, as you can see down here. But I necessarily, once again, I don't see a wreath in that. I just see a beautiful sort of like doily effect that you've got. So I reckon you could use this all year round if you wanted to. £19 and 98 pence, and that price works out to be you get the gems for free. So you are going to get the gems for free when we're looking at that. £19, 98 pence, 845983 is your item number. On the same concept, we've got the Christmas tree up next. Now, also you'll get a pack of green gems with this one as well, with the Christmas tree. Works out well. So you're getting 800 green gems. That's going to last you an awful long time, considering the size you're getting there. You get those beautiful ovals, and you also get the star for the top of the tree. Absolutely lovely. Look at this, you get the little pot to put it in as well. So you get the pot and the star, you get the Christmas tree. You could turn that into a little rocket, I'm guessing, if you wanted to. Once again, on the beautiful oval, £18, 98 pence. Does this work out the same? You get the gems for free? Oh, gee. Look at that for a price. 930819 is your item number. From then, we then move on to your bauble that we're looking at now. So this is your baubles. Now this does come with a pack of gold gems. But I see this, I don't see it as a bauble. Yes, you get the bauble top. I don't know why I'm pointing, because you're on still. But you do get the bauble top that's in there, and you're going to get all those gems. Look at all the gems that you are getting. Let's pour some out. Let's be rogue. So you're getting all the different size gems that you see here, from large to small to everything in between as well. So you're going to get all flat back gems that you're getting on there. Love those. But with the badge itself, I see like the old style sort of American police badge with this. I don't know if it's just me, you know, but they flip it open, FBI. I see that with this one, because you've got, I don't know if they say it like that from Birmingham, FBI. But you're getting the top of the bauble as well, so you could use that for other things should you so wish. But you do get that beautiful circle that you're getting just a gems. I am going to cough, I do apologise. I'm getting excited. It's the little things that get me excited. £18.98, 699310 is your item. And then last but no means least, our little snowflake. You're getting silver gems in this one. You know what silver gems look like by now. But you are going to get silver gems included in with your kit. You are getting the beautiful snowflake design that's in there, but maybe you want to put something else. Maybe you want to put some drops in there. Maybe you're going to sprinkle a bit of glue. Maybe you're going to go for your quickie glue pen. Quickie glue pen, dop a glue in there, sprinkle your glitter in there. This is the perfect tool for a quickie glue pen if ever I saw one. And you can start creating beautiful snowflakes as well. £17.98, 290742 is your item number. Let's go back to the one-day special though. Very, very busy on the one-day special this hour. Remember, over a quarter of the stock now has already gone with this bundle that we're looking at the moment. It's a huge bundle that we're getting in here. Now remember, jump to the website, tap the app, or give me a call. 0330 175 552 is your item number, is your phone number. Remember, we've got a brand new phone number. We kept getting cold calls on the other one. We got sick of it. So we've got a new number in. So jump on the new number, tap the app, or jump to the website. It's the quickest and the easiest thing to do. Shall we go back for another demo? I think we should. Right, and Claina, what are you showing me this time?
I'm going to do a shadow box frame.
Oh, lovely.
So again, we're utilising our nested dies.
And I was right in what I said earlier, wasn't I? Everything that you do from now on to do with hexagons will work around these hexagon dies. Definitely.
So if I bring out any other 3D items that need any kind of backer or base or lid, yep, definitely. And that will work with the other sets that I brought out as well, like the octagon sets. If I bring out any other octagon items that need, lids or whatever, then they'll be made to work with those. So we're doing the shadow box frame, and I'm going to be doing the largest one. There's 3 different sizes here, and each one coordinates with the nested dies. And again, if you look on the back, it will say which size it works with. So this is the largest one. So this works with the 8-inch, which is the largest one. So I've cut one of those. But what I've done is I've cut it again twice more, because I'm going to put it on a card.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a card, and then I'm going to create my shadow box frame, then I'm going to mount it on top. So in with these, you get your plates, and then you've got 3 little sentiments there. So you've got friends, family, and forever. So that covers most occasions. The only thing is it doesn't really cover festive ones, but I've got a solution for that, because in with your top gem set, there's a tiny little Merry Christmas.
Yes, there is.
In with your wreath, and that's what I'll be using for this demonstration.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I've cut 6 of my side pieces, but to enable me, as you can see here, I've stacked them or nested them inside, so you get 3 basically for the price of one really, because I've nested them inside. But what that meant was I couldn't carry my perforations all the way through. So what we're going to do, and I've made it a little bit tricky for myself because I've used some pattern paper here. It's a lot easier when it's plain cardstock. But what you want to do is you want to line up where your perforated lines are with a ruler and just fold along. You can do it on a scoreboard if you like, but I find this to be the easiest way, really.
Okay. Remember, you're getting all of this in the kit as well, and you can do this 3 different sizes is what you can do. It's worth having a little look. You can go from the largest all the way down. Is this the smallest, or is this the medium one I've got here in my hand?
That's the smallest one,
Oh,
yeah.
that's the smallest
It makes
size you can
really
do.
cute little ornaments.
And they're quite sturdy, aren't they? They're quite robust.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. When you put 3D items together, they normally do end up being quite sturdy.
Oh, very professional. You can have that little shaker card in there if you wanted to. Pop it on the front of a card. You can turn it into a card with a little card on the back.
In the next hour, I'll be doing one where I actually put acetate on the front of a shadow box frame and put keepsakes inside.
Oh, like a money box.
Well, it's more like, you know, you could put like memorabilia in there. Like,
Well, you could turn it into a money box.
yeah, you know what, you can. Yeah.
They seem sturdy enough.
I've seen ones where people are like saving up for holidays and things like that. Yeah. All you would have to do is put a little hole in the back or a slit in the top or something. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm folding them over in the opposite direction. I just find it's easier to see the perforation lines on the front side, but I actually need them folded over backwards. Because what we're doing is we're forming little tubes.
Oh, okay. Then how many do we need of these?
Right, 6.
So we need 6 of these.
1 for each side of the hexagons.
Oh yeah, that
Sorry,
makes
this
sense.
is taking a little bit longer to do this. The lights aren't helping.
I can have them turned off, but we'll all be in the dark.
Yeah. It would have been easier if I did plain pattern paper, but plain pattern paper. No, what am I on about?
Plain
paper.
that new stuff that we're bringing out next, the plain patterned.
I've invented something new.
Are you out? Oh, hey, that'll bring it on.
Oh dear.
Are these all 3 sizes together? Oh, that's my finger. Are these all 3 sizes together in this one that we found on the Lazy Susan? So the one that's going around at the moment on the screen, is that all 3
Yeah, I think
sizes
Claire's
that you
put
can do?
all 3 together on that one.
So there's your medium one. The large one's coming around now. That's your large. Let me give it a little spin. Then you've also got the small in there as well. So they're all 3 sizes by our, is that by our Claire?
Yes.
She's clever, she is, isn't she? Our Claire B.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad you said that.
I have got an amazing design team or inspiration team.
Give them a shout out. Go on.
Okay, so we've got Claire, we've got Ali, and then we've got Hannah, and then there's Claina.
Oh, a talented little bunch. They're all talented. Lovely samples around the set as well. Are they all watching?
No,
Oh.
probably. Well, I don't like to think of it.
20 to 7 on a Monday. Of course they'll be watching, I'm guessing.
Okay. So, our backer sheet
Okay.
is one of our nested dies again. So what we're going to do, this actually is quite quick to assemble. We're going to put glue on the tab that's got the cutaway edges. So the rest of it is kind of like the other end is kind of like a rectangle. This end has got the cutaway edges, so it's quite easy to see which one this is. And we're just going to glue it.
Silly question, do we get instructions?
Do you know what? No, there aren't, but I will be doing videos for each of my products, and I will be going back through all of my previous products because I've literally just had kind of a shed popped up, and it means now I've got space for doing some videos.
Okay, so where will we find these videos? Are you on the Book of Face?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook. I've actually got a page which is Claina Palmer Designs, but the group is Claina's Crafty Crew.
Claina's Crafty, and that's where the lives will be. You'll do all your lives in there, and
Yeah.
you can watch all the shows back on Rewind as well over the next 5 hours. They'll be there for the next 60 days.
Yeah, that's great, that is. So yeah, so that's one thing I'm really excited about, is being able to
Sit in your shed.
have some
Bless you.
is have somewhere that I can actually start doing some tutorials for everyone.
If there is anything you want to know, I think I'm with you at final call tomorrow at 4, I think. I'm with you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. If there's anything you want to know in the meantime, drop us a line, studio@thecraftstore.com. 30% of the overall stock now has already gone. 30% of the overall stock now has already gone on all of this big bundle. You're loving the big bundles. 69 dies, and you also get your white brads as well. You get 60 brads in there, and the white brads are hard to come by, so we're here. You can get extras at end of call, so if you're liking the white brads, you think, I'm going to get some more of them, just before you check out your baskets, you'll find that perfect time just to check them out, and you go, oh, I'll add another set of them in as well, so it's the end of call. You'll get the same on the phone as well. Just before they go, can I have your card details? They'll go, oh, would you like? And then you say, yes, please, my love. Can I pop some of the extra white brads in? They're just upstairs. Lovely people.
All of the Blumenanson range works with larger brads, the 8mm ones, because normally brads are kind of 5mm and down.
Oh.
But yeah, so, and then when I was doing some looking around, I found obviously that the white ones were particularly difficult to find. So I thought, with snowflakes, you've got to have white ones.
Wow.
Okay, so now, these are so easy to put together, these sides. All you're going to do is you're going to put some glue on the bottom edge. So that's, and then what you're going to do is you're going to roll it under, and then the edge of it, you want to butt up to the outside bit here, if you know what I mean. Now, if I turn that sideways,
oh yeah,
can you see it's just like a tube? But I'm just going to hold it a minute. I've got some pretty good glue here, so it does take hold pretty quick.
Out of curiosity, what glue are you using? Is it a brand that we do?
Yes, Crafty Devils are here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are here.
This is the deluxe glue that they use, that they have. Okay, so when I do the next one, I'm going to, again, put the glue on the bottom strip here, but I'm just going to put a little bit on that tab that sticks out. So when I then roll this one under, butt it up against the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring those two together and hold them together.
It's only really one way you can roll this. Is it like, it's quite self-explanatory, I feel like. Once you go under, you know you've got to go as far as many folds you've put in.
Yeah. And you only put glue on the bottom one, so like it is. I'm going to try and speed up a little bit on this one. So I don't know if any of them will pop open. But when obviously you're doing it at home, you can just, you know, hold them for a minute until the glue takes.
And is there a certain type of GS image that we need to use for these sorts of boxes?
No, not for this one. No, I've used, I mean, this, for instance, is just pattern paper on the sides here.
Oh, so we can use some of our lighter papers and it will still hold.
Yeah, it will still be fine.
As well as if we use a good GSM card.
With the boxes, I would say use card and then use your pattern paper, you know, for your mats and layers on the outside. But for this, you can actually use your pattern paper.
So go as
for your sides.
In short, I think the answer to that question is go as thick as your dies will cut if you wanted to. There's no real known limitations.
No.
We've got about 6 minutes left.
Right, okay.
Be a cute little photo frame, it really, really would. Even putting these on top of the boxes to make it sort of a bit more dimensional.
Do you know, that's what Ali's done with her two boxes. There's one that's got holly on. Yep, that one. The other
yeah,
one.
look at that.
Yeah, the base is over there somewhere.
Let me go and grab the base. The base is here, look. I don't know why we did construction, but so there's the base and there's the tarp. So that now it gives it a bit more. So if you are going to do a shaker card, you could go to tap. You could turn it into a little top hat. Very Mad Hatter's Tea Party, isn't it, that you've got there? I love this. Then you could also, but then you see, you've also got a little photo frame stand that you could go with. so you could display as you go as well. Absolutely beautiful. What's the, obviously we're limited to the size of the dies that we get, but with the dies that we've got on here, with the small egg, how small can we go? So can we go as, yeah, that's the question we're asking, Adam. How small can we go? So could we turn the box, so this one we could turn into a box as well if we wanted to? How small boxes can we go is the question I'm asking.
Okay, with the stack of boxes, there's only 2 sizes.
Okay.
And so the 2 larger sizes of the shadow box frames do seem to, you know, work okay on those. So
basically these are, I'm guessing these are the sizes that we've got. So you've got big and small.
Yeah.
So there's your big, there's your small. So there's your 2 boxes. I know we're doing frames at the moment, but I'm covering everything because I'm conscious of the time. So they're the 2 sizes of the boxes that you can do, that you've got in there. And then obviously the frames, we've seen the frames on the Lazy Susan. I don't know if you can tell, they're new. But you can see the 3 sizes of the frames that you've got on this as well. So you've got basically 3 frames, 2 boxes, in there as well. There is the possibilities really, you can do a lot with. Almost a third of the stock now has already gone. We are very, very busy. How are we getting on, Claina, love?
Okay, I'm just going to pop a sentiment onto the little plaque that you get.
Oh, nice.
So again, this is from the wreath top gem. And then I am going to pop a snowflake in the middle. How long have I got?
You have got about 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, fine.
Ages, Claina. You can whistle up a snowflake these days. You're the snowflake queen, I've heard.
Well, the thing is, these do come together pretty quick once you die cut them. So obviously, each one you need to die cut 6 times. So what I do is I put a film on. I put a film on and then I have a die cutting session.
What film? Yeah, well, it's the same question I was going to ask, Chris. What film? What is your go-to film of all time? Doesn't have to be Christmas. Let's go all year film. If I say, come on, Claina, we'll snuggle up on the sofa, me, you, bit of popcorn. We'll do some die cutting. What film are you going to put on the TV for us?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not one for watching ones over and over.
Oh, so it's a new film every time. You haven't got a returning favourite?
No.
Oh.
No. I like Highlander. That used to be my favourite.
Okay.
That was a long time ago. No, I can't think.
See, I think my go-to film, Sister Act. You've never seen Sister Act? Sister Act, bottle of wine, drink responsibly, don't spill it. But yeah, bottle of wine, Sister Act, I'm good to go.
See, Christmas, I think stuff like Home Alone's quite cool.
They've made a new one.
Oh, are they?
They've made a new Home Alone.
Because it's good for all the family, isn't it?
It is. I like the Grinch. I think that just sums up me, though. I think that just sums up me at Christmas. Because you all think I'm quite cheery on the TV. The minute these cameras go off, right, diva. Grinch.
Don't believe it.
I turn green and fluffy.
Do not believe it.
Cindy Lou. Love Cindy Lou. Love it. I love the Grinch. How are we getting on?
Okay.
Oh, look at that. It could be a clock fact. I know I keep going on about clocks.
They're snowflakes.
I know they're snowflakes, but they don't have to be. I don't want to pinhole them into
they absolutely don't have to be.
Because if you say snowflakes, people go, oh, I can only use them at Christmas.
Yeah.
Even though we get snow in April. But you know.
Oh, look, Clara made me a tiara and you've not worn your ears yet.
Oh, I can put my ears on.
Yeah, go on.
And they say, this pays my mortgage. But so Halloween, you could go Halloween-esque if you wanted to, if I was going to be a cute little kitten. That's my tail, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm swirling. It's my tail. Leave it. But I wish. But yeah, you've got your tail in there. You could go all out with this. So please don't just think snowflakes just for Christmas. As we said, they don't have to be. These could be Halloween. They could be clock faces if you wanted to be. It's been there. You could make beautiful eye masks. Very ornate, they're like lace, I feel.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I tried to do lots of different styles. because I could, because it was like, right, how many different, what would I like to see in a snowflake? And I was thinking, well, I'd like a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of swirly, a bit of spiky.
Oh.
So I just carried on going and then thought, okay, well, which ones am I going to pick? And then I thought, let's have them all.
Have them. You might as well. Might as well have them all. We've got a minute. We've got a minute left.
Well, it's like I timed it perfectly, isn't it?
It is. Fiona will be back at 8 o'clock this evening. Our fee's back at 8 o'clock. With another look at your one-day special and the big bundle as well. It's been busy this hour. Very, very busy.
So that is my card base.
Look at this.
And then it's the shadow box on the front.
Oh, that's cute. Something quite Nordic about it, which I quite like.
Yeah, I wanted to go for that kind of rustic.
Very rustic.
look.
I love that. And if you want more rustic, join me in the next hour where I can make that even more rustic by putting bows on. Imagine now adding bows, but you need the basis first. Once you've got that basis of those shadow boxes that you've got on there from Shadow Boxes. Oh, I've put them back. You can make your 2 boxes as well. They are absolutely beautiful boxes that you've got. I love them all. Thank you, Claina. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow at 4.
Indeed.
When we're back together tomorrow. A third of the stock now has already gone on this one. Check out your baskets if you've got them in there. It's worth having a little go. 050168 for that big bundle. 2 flexible payments if you're a Freedom member of £40.48. Right, don't go anywhere. Myself and Lou are up next. All things mixed media, but don't let that put you off. There's so much on the show. Trust me. Growing out, grab a brew. I'll see you in